Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another sit down video. I thought I would just take you through what my 2024 goals are this year, and there's a mix of things in here. Some are family related, some are financial related, some are house related, but I thought I'd just take you through them because it's going to be a good indication of sort of my plans for the year and what I'm hoping to achieve in this new year. So let's get into the video. So hello, if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on my video. My name is Katie. I'm a minimalist. I've been a minimalist for about 5 years now, and in 2023 I became a mum for the first time as well, so that's been so exciting and such an amazing journey that I've been on already in these first 6 months. But yeah, I thought I've got my list of 2024 goals here on my phone, so let's get into it and we'll split the video. So first of all, I'm going to do my financial goals, then I'll do family goals, and then home goals at the end. So I've got 20 goals for the year. They are, some of them are more ambitious than others, but I've tried to keep them really simple and achievable because we're not about pushing ourselves to extreme on this channel, but also a goal needs to be something that you can need to strive for as well, to make it not just a sort of token I'm going to do this, but I'm really hoping that my goals this year help me achieve more rather than stress me out. So the first goal I have for 2024 is to save enough money to pay for all of my annual bills in 2024. I do this every year anyway, but especially because I'm still on maternity leave now, I don't go back to work until April or May, and then we have childcare costs coming. Making it a goal to make sure I have all the money saved for our annual bills this year is my number one priority. So all the spare money I have, especially when I start going back to work and I start earning much more, because being on maternity leave I've taken a 70% pay cut. Yeah, once I'm back at work, my number one priority is to save for our annual bills, so we have that taken care of. The second goal I have is to build my emergency fund back up. Now, having an emergency fund has already saved me a few times, especially when it comes to car repairs and things like new tyres and whatnot. But being on maternity leave again has just wiped out those emergency fund savings. So my second goal for the year, financial goal for the year, is to build up my emergency fund to £1,000, just as a starter emergency fund. Because my third goal, which again is really important to me, is this year is to pay our kitchen off early. So if I can save £4,500 by the end of this year, we would have paid our kitchen off 18 months early. This is super important because in the end of 2025, we are coming to the end of our fixed rate deal and we're going to have to remortgage. And towards the end of this year, and especially in 2025, a lot of my content is going to be focusing on finance because we have this big financial deadline at the end of 2025, which is our remortgage. And basically, when it comes to remortgaging your house, you need to treat it just like your first time buyer again. And eliminating any debt that you have is going to show good financial management to potential mortgage lenders, and also free up cash because, as we all know, interest rates have gone up. And at the current interest rate that we could get for our remortgage deal, our kitchen payment that we're paying now would pay for the extra increase in mortgage payments due to an interest rate rise. So it is 1 billion% worth us paying our kitchen off early, so we have the extra money available to build up a savings pot before we remortgage, and also to have that extra cash available each month so we can pay for the increase in our mortgage due to the interest rate rise, and then not have to pay for our extra mortgage payments out of our salaries. So paying the kitchen off 18 months early is a huge priority for me this year, and as well as paying for my annual bills and £1,000 emergency fund, another £4,500 on top of that, that's going to be quite a stretch, and I'm going to have to push myself to really save that extra money, but it's really 100% going to be worth it, and I'm looking forward to doing a few savings challenges this year to be able to reach that goal. My final financial goal for this year is to do with Christmas, and that is to save £1,000 for Christmas in 2024. This last Christmas was Olivia's first one, but she was only 6 months old. She didn't really know what was going on. So we didn't really need to do extra for this past Christmas. But she'll be 1.5 in 2024, Christmas time 2024. And I think she'll be more aware of things happening, and she'll be more able to participate in things like going to see Santa and stuff. So I really want to be able to save £1,000 for Christmas. And all these financial goals I have, I'm really going to be starting to take things seriously when it comes to using things like cashback and rewards, and making sure my money is earning the high interest rate as possible. Just making money saving and maximizing how money can work for me is really important this year. And I'm going to do a few more videos on budgeting, on personal finance, and take you along with me on this sort of journey of paying off our kitchen debt. It's 0% interest, so it's 0% interest debt, but it's still debt. Saving money for Christmas, and building up an emergency fund. So all really good financial well-being practices that maybe you could think about doing this year too. So moving on to some family goals for this year. The first goal I'd like to do is that I am desperate to go indoor skiing. I love skiing so much. I've only been 3 times in my life, and they've been in the last sort of 5 to 10 years, and I just absolutely love it. It's like my most favourite thing, and eventually I would like to be able to take Olivia and Scott, and I'd like to go on a ski holiday every year. That would be my absolute dream, to go on a ski holiday every year. But at the moment we can't afford that, so the next best thing is to go indoor skiing. So I'm hoping to do that in February, but I've made it a goal, to make sure I do it, and have a really fun day out, and obviously take you along. Another thing that we would like to do as a family is to go to the beach with Olivia and Ruben. Ruben hates water, but when we took him to the beach, he ran straight into the sea straight away. We couldn't believe it. And obviously Olivia's never been to the beach either. So a really lovely, simple goal, family goal that we have this year is just to take them both to the beach and have a really lovely day out at the beach together. Another family goal is quite a big one, and it's to have a first birthday party for Olivia. It's 100% for me, more than her, but I really, really want to have a lovely, big family birthday party. Invite all my family, invite all of Scott's family, invite my friends that know Olivia, and have a huge, big birthday bash for her at the house. And yeah, have barbecue and do like a cake smash and really celebrate her first birthday, because she's only ever going to have one first birthday, and I am 100% going to make it special, so I can have the memories and everything. But she's so loved by all of her family. I know that it'd just be so lovely to celebrate her first birthday with everybody. So I am sure during May, in the build up to her birthday, there's going to be a lot of videos of me planning her birthday party and setting it all up, which of course I will take you along for the ride. But yeah, having her first birthday party at the house, and yeah, just making it really special is something I'm really, really looking forward to, and is definitely a goal for this year. A couple more weekend away breaks that we would like to do is to go to Cotswolds this year. I actually grew up around the Cotswolds, well, not grew up, but basically all of my dad's side of the family live in the Cotswolds, and we spent a lot of time there, a lot of time there as children, and they all still live there. So we really want to go to the Cotswolds this year to go see family, and obviously such a beautiful part of the world, and we can go to where my grandma lived and go see her grave, because I haven't been for a few years, and yeah, I just have all my childhood memories are just growing up, like being in the Cotswolds, and yeah, I'd love to take Olivia there, and Ruben as well, because there's lovely walks around there as well, and obviously to go see my family. Me and Scott also have a voucher for a spa weekend, and Scott got this for me for my birthday last year, and we're probably going to end up using it for my birthday this year, just because Olivia's so young. Leaving her for like a whole evening or a whole day and a whole night is just not going to be possible until she's a bit older, but that's all going to be, it'll be a nice like way for us to reconnect, because, you know, as new parents, you know, your life does just get taken over by other people, so yeah, hopefully we'll be able to use this spa voucher this year and go on a nice weekend away, just the two of us, and yeah, that's a goal for this year, to try and get away just us. And yeah, it's our 10-year anniversary in like 10 days time. We've been together for 10 years, so yeah, and obviously we've got a house and a dog and a baby, and yeah, it'd just be lovely for us to go away, just us two, and yeah, celebrate our anniversary and celebrate the fact that we're now parents, celebrate birthdays, just reconnect. And that's really important as new parents, is that you kind of, your relationship just does change, obviously, like you just take on different roles, but kind of makes you love each other more, and in like a different way, and yeah, but yeah, you don't get to spend as much one-on-one time with each other when you become parents for the first time. So making time for each other is a massive goal this year, and I really want to make sure that we can do that. So the next set of goals I have for 2024 are all to do with the house. Obviously, if you've watched some of my previous videos, you would have known that we bought this house 3 years ago, and we are doing it up, but very slowly and very intentionally. So the goals for this year, we have a few, but nothing absolutely like huge or major, just because being on maternity leave, we just don't have the money. So when I go back to work, we'll have more money to be able to spend on things of the house, because last year while we did the nursery, we didn't actually spend much money on the house at all, apart from doing the nursery up. And I really want to make it a priority this year to, you know, do a bit more DIY, do a bit more of the renovations, and yeah, continue making it our home, because we do love it, and we have so many memories here already, and now we have Olivia, we're making even more. So putting the house on the priority list for 2024 is something I really want to do. So the first goal is to get some architect plans for the extension that we want to do. It's not exactly an extension, actually, and it'll be easier for me to show you. So let me pick you up. So I've had to put the lights on because it's quite dark today. Obviously, it's been terrible weather for like a month straight. And Olivia's just bashed her teeth, well, her gums on the breakfast bar. She's a bit upset. But I'm going to show you, as much as I can, what we are thinking when it comes to huge renovation plans for the house. So the plan is we're going to remove these French doors and open up the kitchen into the conservatory. So the kitchen will be along here and wrap all the way round. And then we're going to knock this wall down. We're going to put a proper roof onto the conservatory because it's just a plastic roof, and in the winter it's absolutely freezing, like right now, and in the summer it's just boiling hot. So we're going to move this wall from here over to this side, so it just is a wall. So that should mean that the kitchen comes all the way along here and then runs all the way along the back of the house. Okay, so let me show you what I kind of mean. So you've got the conservatory here, you've got this wall here, and then these are the French doors into the dining room. So at the minute it's two separate rooms with the wall here. And what we're going to do is we're going to replace this flat roof with a proper roof, a warm roof, with all skylights. We're going to basically make this one long sort of wall, I guess, but with bifolds. Probably one, that's a double door, then another double, maybe like 6 bifolds across the whole of the back, so that it looks out into the garden. And then so it will become a huge kitchen diner that goes all the way along the back of the house, with bifolds into the garden and a lovely warm roof and all skylights. And then instead of having the dining room going all the way down here, you can see where the house had been extended previously, with this, I guess this is a steel beam here. So we're going to basically split this into 2 rooms. So this part, excuse the Christmas tree, still taking that down, is going to run all along here. So that's the wall to the conservatory. So this will be still be the dining room. We're going to put a chimney breast down the middle here, and then have 2 cabinets to block off this wall. But the cabinet, there'll be half glass like windows and half cabinets that you can use. A big fireplace in the middle that you can see all the way through. And then we're going to have a log burner, which is double-sided, so you can see the fire from both sides. And then this half is going to be the dining room, and this half is going to become a new snug room. So that's the kind of the gist of it. We have TV here, there'll be the fireplace here, sofas. This is going to be a built-in bookshelf. It's going to be, a quite a large snug room, but a snug room. So those are the plans. They're quite big, and that is why we need an architect to draw up the plans. So the goal this year is to get the plans drawn up from an architect, so then we can take those plans to builders and roofers and get some quotes on how much it's going to cost. And then we can start making a plan about you know, when we're going to be able to do it and how to save. But we plan to do a lot of it DIY, a lot, because basically we don't really, I mean, we've never had a very good experience with tradespeople coming in, and luckily I have family members who are very, very handy, so they'll be able to do a lot of the building for us, and our next door neighbours are builders, so basically we're going to do a lot of it DIY. And yeah, but that's the plan this year, is to get the plans, and then we can save up, because we're going to save up the money and just pay for it in cash, because rather than getting into debt or doing something like remortgaging the house and releasing equity to then pay for renovations, because as I say, we're renovating the house slowly, and we want to renovate the house and end up being richer, not poorer. So yeah. The other plans for the house for this year are basically to find all the snags that we've created ourselves and fix them. So in this room, the living room, the kitchen specifically, so there's things like we need to sand down and re-gloss the windowsills. We need to replace the ceiling light. I want to put a ceiling rose on the ceiling. I'm actually going to colour drench this room and paint the ceiling the same colour as the walls, because I think that will make it so cosy. Currently they're white, but yeah, I want to have a go at colour drenching a room, because we've painted the skirting boards the same and it was fantastic. Sorry if you can hear that in the background, Olivia and Scott are playing. But yeah, so we're going to colour drench this room, add a ceiling rose, change the ceiling light, do the windowsill, put shelves up in this alcove here. We need to paint a cabinet in our kitchen. We need to cork the shelves. We need to put another shelf up. You know, do all the little tiny things that have sort of been left behind after doing the big stuff, and actually try and get these rooms kind of complete. So that's things we need to do. We want to decorate the hallway completely. We want to put a path down in the garden on the side of the garden that Ruben likes to run up and down, because every winter Ruben just churns the mud up, running up and down the fence. It's, you know, there's mud everywhere in the house because we clean his paws as best as we can, but it still gets mud everywhere. He hates having his paws clean. It's such a massive faff every winter. The grass never grows because he churns it up all winter and all summer. And if we can get a path, a nice path down that side of the garden, the house will probably be 50 times cleaner, or 50% more clean. Ruben will be happier because we won't have to be wiping his paws constantly when he comes in. It will make the garden look nicer, and it won't be. It will make it look nicer in the winter, and make it look nicer in the summer, because we'll actually in the summer now it's just dry mud, and in the winter it's wet mud. So yeah, just not nice all round really. So putting in that garden path is just going to make our lives so much better. It's going to make the garden look nicer, and it's going to make Ruben happier as well. So a win-win-win. The only other thing that's on my list for the house, which is a maybe, is getting a new boiler. That's more of a thing that Scott's going to do, so we potentially might get a new boiler this year. If it's not this year, it might be 2025, but we do need to get a new boiler, because ours works fine but not very efficient. The house doesn't get super warm downstairs. It does get really warm upstairs, but yeah, we need a new boiler for safety reasons, for energy efficient reasons, and for money saving reasons, because it takes a lot of energy to heat our water and to heat our home. As people know, it's like a larger sort of 4-bedroomed house, so yeah, our energy bills are quite high, and a new boiler is going to help us save a lot of money. You can hear Olivia in the background. The only other things I have on my list of goals this year are sort of very personal ones, which is to start exercising again. I put zero pressure on myself to do any form of exercise in the first 6 months after having a baby, and especially as I had an emergency C-section, which actually I didn't really have any downtime for because went really well. I had a very positive experience. But I had no expectations to do any sort of exercise in these first 6 months at all. But now we're past these 6 months, and we're in a new year, and especially with going back to work, where I'm going to be sitting down more than I am now, because when I'm on maternity leave, I'm actually up and about quite a lot. But when I go back to work, I sit at my desk a lot of the time. So getting back into some sort of exercise routine, or doing some sort of exercise, maybe not even getting into a routine, just doing some exercise this year, that's a priority. I am quite tempted to start either going for runs, like trying to teach the dog how to go on runs together, or we have a park run that's really popular as well, so I might trying to start doing like a park run or something, or swimming or classes, something like that. Just exercise. I want to really start doing exercise and showing Olivia exercise is fun, it's good for you, and yeah, I want to stay healthy and for her basically, and yeah, be the best mum I can be. And being the best mum that I can be means being really healthy, being fit, being able to run around after her all day, and yeah, to stay healthy really. So exercise is really important. And the other 2 goals I have that are personal are actually to do with the channel. So the first goal is to post a video and be really consistent with the content on YouTube. So definitely having one video a week at least. And then also is to grow the channel's Instagram account. So I'll put the Instagram account here. If you can go and follow that would be great. I'm starting to put more content up in terms of posts and stories, and starting to do reels, which is I mean, I watch reels a lot, but I've never really made any, so that's kind of scary and kind of exciting. That's what goals are supposed to be. So yeah, I'm gonna try and post at least once on each platform every week, twice on Instagram and once on YouTube every week. And really, I'm not focusing on numbers, I'm focusing on content and what I can do. You know, I can only control, the only thing I can ever do is put content out consistently that I'm happy with. And that's what my aim is. So if you like this video, please give it a like. Please give the channel a subscribe. And yeah, hopefully that gives you a flavour of the things that we're going to be doing this year. Lots of family things, lots of house things, and going back to work and doing and managing money, and yeah, that's it really. So hopefully these are, well, hopefully I've shown you that your goals can be attainable and simple. You know, simple things as just going to the beach as a family. That can be a goal for your year. Yeah, they don't have to be these huge, I'm going to change my complete life, or I'm going to strive to have 1 million subscribers or save £100,000. You know, and they can be small, they can be little, and they can be focusing on simple things. And yeah, I think that's the best way to have goals for a year, is to have simple things that are achievable, they're attainable, and they motivate you to do things that make your life better, and don't stress you out, which will eventually just make your life worse. So yeah, as I said, if you like this video, please give it a like. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to follow along to see me achieve all these goals. And I will see you in the next video.